continuation topic E1CB part 2. In the last class we discussed the concept and mechanism and factors affecting E1CB reactions. Today we will discuss applications of E1CB reaction. Before we are going to the applications of E1CB, we'll just briefly we'll discuss about E1CB. So the compounds which are having poor leaving group containing compound, poor leaving group, beta hydrogen acidic containing compound. Beta hydrogen should be acidic containing compounds will generally undergo E1CB reactions. High temperature required, carbanion will form, non-stereospecific, and there is no kinetic isotopic effect for E1CB reaction. Start with the first example. 3-oxo-1-fluorobutane. 3-oxo-1-fluorobutane. 1-fluoro-3-oxo-butane. First check for the E1CB reaction. First it will undergo E1CB reaction or not in presence of sodium ethoxide is a base, high temperature. Sodium ethoxide at high temperature. First check for the E1CB reaction. Poor leaving group. It is a poor leaving group. So alpha, beta. Then so beta hydrogen is there. The second condition is beta hydrogen should be acidic. Okay. So to become this hydrogen attached carbon should be attached to electron withdrawing group. Electron withdrawing group is attached to beta carbon. That means this hydrogen is acidic. So beta hydrogen is acidic and poor leaving group present. That means it will undergo E1CB reaction. In E1CB reaction, the first step is reversible reaction or acid-base reaction. In the first step, ethoxide abstract a beta hydrogen to give carbanion. The carbanion that is obtained here is CO, CH minus, CH2. No place I am writing fluoro here. This is the carbanion that is obtained in this reaction. The second step, expulsion of the leaving group. This is a slow step. At high temperature, the product obtained is CH3, C double bond O, CH double bond CH2. Okay. 3-oxo-1-butene is obtained from 1-fluoro-3-oxo-butane. So this is an example of E1CB reaction. Carbanion intermediate is formed in E1CB reaction. This carbanion intermediate formation can be checked by using a deuterium experiment. Second example, 3-hydroxy-1-butanol. 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 So this is 3-hydroxy-1-butanol reacts with alcoholic KOH. Alcoholic KOH or alcoholic NaOH at high temperature. First look for the reaction strong base. There is a competition between E2 and E1CB. So first check whether it will undergo E1CB or not. The first condition is a leaving group. So this is the leaving group. No doubt this is a poor leaving group. So poor leaving group means there is a chance. So alpha carbon. There are two beta carbons. Here this hydrogen is not acidic. Why? Because adjacent there is no electron withdrawing group. So this hydrogen is acidic. Why? Because hydrogen attached carbon attached to electron withdrawing group. Okay. Acidic hydrogen is there. Poor leaving group is there. That means it will undergo E1CB reaction. In E1CB reaction, the first step is a reversible reaction. In the first step, OH minus will abstract. So OH minus will abstract a proton to give a carbanion. So the carbanion that is obtained in this reaction is OH, CH minus and C double bond OH at high temperature. The next step, this is a slow step. At high temperature, expulsion of the leaving group, minus OH minus will be eliminated. OH minus to give CH3, CH double bond CH, C double bond OH. This is crotonaldehyde. This is crotonaldehyde. Crotonaldehyde that is obtained from 3-hydroxy-1-butanol. Crotonaldehyde. So this is an example of E1CB. So in this reaction, you may get one doubt. So OH minus high temperature, this is aldehyde group is there. Why not OH minus is acting as a nucleophile? This just I am writing R, aldehyde group is there, and we are using OH minus at high temperature. Generally at high temperature, elimination is possible, substitution is not possible. Nucleophilic substitution is not possible. Why it is not acting as a nucleophile? So even though if it is act as a nucleophile, we will get this compound. So always in E1CB reaction, polar protic solvent generally used. Polar protic solvents like water will use. So in presence of the water, what is happening here? First O minus and OH, O minus will form. In protic solvent, OH will be obtained. So on carbon, 2 hydroxy groups are unstable. Again, it will get converted into dehydration at high temperature to give aldehyde only. That's why at high temperature, aldehyde group cannot act as a nucleophilic substitute, nucleophilic addition reactions. Always there is no substitution. Okay, only elimination will be taking place. It's not substitution, addition reaction at high temperature on aldehyde. So addition reaction is not possible. Why? Because even addition also at high temperature dehydration is taking place. Finally, we will get aldehyde only. The role of OH minus is to abstract a proton, not to attack addition on COH aldehyde group. So this is about E1CB. Now next example, 1-fluoro-2-phenyl-ethane. 1-fluoro-2-phenyl-ethane. 1-fluoro-2-phenyl-ethane reacts with sodium ethoxide at high temperature. Reacts with sodium ethoxide at high temperature. First look for the E1CB reaction. Why? Because in presence of strong base, always there is a competition between E2 and E1CB. Poor leaving group is there, alpha, beta. So beta hydrogen is available, that means it will undergo elimination reaction, and this is acidic. Why? Because hydrogen attached carbon attached to electron withdrawing group. Okay, poor leaving group is there, electron withdrawing group is there, that means it will undergo E1CB reaction. Okay, so this hydrogen is acidic, two acidic hydrogens are there, that means it will undergo E1CB reaction. So ethoxide, ETO minus, abstract a proton at beta carbon to give carbanion. The carbanion that is obtained in this reaction is, this is the carbanion that is obtained. The second step, at high temperature, this is the slow step. At high temperature, expulsion of the leaving group will take place to give styrene as a product. The product obtained in this reaction is vinyl benzene or styrene. This is styrene. Vinyl benzene is known as styrene. Next example, cyclohexane derivative. Phenyl group, acetyl group, OCO, CH3, acetyl group, nitro, and then hydrogen. Heating in presence of sodium ethoxide, let us say, NaOCH3 at high temperature. So this is a reversible reaction. Always this is a reversible reaction, acid base reaction. Now look for the E1CB. So strong base means competition between E2 and E1CB. So this is the leaving group. Acetyl group is the leaving group. This is the poor leaving group, no doubt. This is a poor leaving group. There is a chance for E1CB. Alpha carbon, 2 beta carbons are there, but this hydrogen is not acidic. Why? Because on this hydrogen attached carbon there is no withdrawing group. So look, coming to this beta carbon, hydrogen is there, hydrogen attached carbon attached to electron withdrawing group, that means this beta hydrogen is acidic. So since beta hydrogen is acidic and poor leaving group is there, it will undergo E1CB mechanism. So CH3O minus OCH3 will abstract a proton at beta carbon to give a carbanion intermediate, phenyl group, O acetyl group, O acetate, this is acetate, then nitro carbanion. In the second step, expulsion of the leaving group at high temperature. This is a slow step, rate determining step, whereas this is the fast step. First step is the fast step, second step is the slow step. So expulsion of the leaving group will take place to give cyclohexene as a product. Phenyl nitro, okay, 1 nitro 2 phenyl cyclohexane is obtained. Clear? Next example. Deuterium exchange. We will discuss deuterium exchange in E1CB reaction. Deuterium exchange in E1CB reactions. Okay. So if you run the reaction in deuterated solvents like D2O or methanol OD, since carbanion is formed as the intermediate, so there is a chance for the getting deuterated final compound. Let's see one example, 1-fluoro-2-phenyl ethane. 1-fluoro-2-phenyl ethane. The same example we discussed without deuterated solvent. Now we will discuss in deuterated solvent. For base in presence of sodium ethoxide in D2O as a solvent at high temperature. No doubt poor leaving group is there. Poor leaving group is there at alpha position, and at beta electron withdrawing group is there. Definitely it will undergo E1CB reaction. Poor leaving group and electron withdrawing group. 2 beta hydrogens are available. If 2 beta hydrogens are available, remember in final compound we will get a deuterated final compound. If one beta hydrogen is available, we will get a final compound without deuterium. 2 hydrogen sets beta carbon in final compound will get deuterated. 1 hydrogen at beta carbon we will get a final compound without deuterium. In the first step, ethoxide abstract a proton at beta carbon. We will get carbanion intermediate. Carbanion intermediate fluoro compound, carbanion, and 1 hydrogen is also available. So carbanion. Since the reaction, this is reversible reaction, carbanion, why? Because the D2O, it's a polar protic solvent. So carbanion again back to, okay, there is a chance to back for the backward reaction. Since D2O is a solvent, using as a solvent, so D2O means D plus and OD minus. So there is a reversible reaction with deuteration. Okay, deuteration is possible here. CH, deuterium and fluoro. Next step, it is a slow step at high temperature. This is the rate determining step. So what is happening? Okay, no. So it is not because it's not a carbanion. So whatever the deuterium compound that is obtained, so further reacts with the sodium ethoxide, NaOET at high temperature. This is not a why? Because so there is no carbanion. Whatever the carbanion that is obtained, that is reacting with D2O. So here CH is there, CD is there, both are acidic, but so to cleave CD bond more energy is required, to cleave CH bond less energy is required. That's why ethoxide minus ETO minus abstract H to give a carbanion, minus F. The last step, this is the slow step at high temperature. Expulsion of the leaving group will take place. Already deuterium is there here. So deuterated styrene will be obtained in this case. Deuterated styrene will be obtained in this case. So you see the next example. So there is a possibility here. So more chances, since we are running the reaction in D2O. So we are getting deuterated final compound. Suppose if you see the example, 1,1-dichloro 2,2,2 trifluoroethane. Here only one beta hydrogen is there. If it reacts with sodium ethoxide at high temperature, and CH3OD, deuterated methanol. Okay, so what is happening here? So poor leaving group alpha, beta hydrogen is acidic. Why? Because hydrogen attached carbon attached to electron withdrawing group. Here ethoxide abstract a proton at beta carbon to give a carbanion. Fluoro, and fluoro. Here, since we are running the reaction in, okay, so I am writing. Since we are running the reaction, so okay, here this is the carbanion. Since we are running the reaction in deuterated methanol, what is happening? Deuterium exchange is possible. Deuterated methanol means D plus and OCH3 minus. Deuterium exchange is possible. That is also reversible. We will get C, Cl, D, deuteration. Okay, F and F. After that, since we are using sodium ethoxide as a base, so it is again, so that sodium ethoxide will abstract a proton. Okay, so here in this case, sodium ethoxide, in this case one hydrogen and one deuterium is there. Ethoxide abstracts a hydrogen, but here there is no hydrogen, only deuterium is there. Even though energy required to abstract deuterium is more, that will abstract deuterium to give a carbanion again. Cl, deuterium exchange is possible, and that deuterium again abstract with a base to give again carbanion. So finally expulsion of the leaving group will take place. Finally we will get 1,1 dichloro 2,2 trifluoroethane. Ethene will be obtained. See the two examples. In the first example, we will end up with the deuterated compound. Why? Because only two hydrogens are available. One with so one is substituted with deuterium. So one more hydrogen is there, that is involved in the elimination. Here only one hydrogen is there. Deuterium exchange is possible, but reaction will not stop it. So we can confirm the deuterium exchange by using different analysis, but the reaction will not stop. We can control the reaction, but we are not controlling the reaction at high temperature in presence of sodium ethoxide that will abstract deuterium here. Again we will end up with the 1,1 dichloro 2,2 difluoroethane. The evidence for this reaction is, so since the carbanion intermediate is formed in E1Cb, there is a possibility for the deuterium exchange. If one hydrogen, if you take, so it is not possible to get deuterium in the final compound. If you take two hydrogen, beta hydrogen, then we will get the deuterated final compound. Clear? Okay. Next example. Next, kinetic isotopic effect. So there is no kinetic isotopic effect in E1Cb reaction. Kinetic isotopic, there is no kinetic isotopic effect. The reason is, in E1Cb reaction, CH bond cleavage will taking place. Okay, no kinetic isotopic effect. Why? Because CH cleavage is taking place at the fast step. No kinetic isotopic in E1Cb. So that we will prove here. Okay, so there is no kinetic isotopic effect. The reason, okay, we will explain that in an example. Take one example. Cyclohexane derivative, hydrogen, CH3 and O-phenyl. Okay. So another example, we will take the deuterated compound, nitro, deuterium, CH3 and O-phenyl. Now we will prove that this is E1Cb reaction and there is no kinetic isotopic effect. So treat with alcoholic KOH. No doubt first step is reversible reaction, alcoholic KOH. Under high temperature, it is E1Cb reaction. We need to prove that this reaction has no kinetic isotopic effect. What is kinetic isotopic effect? Means different rate of reaction with respect to different isotopes. So look for the first thing is the poor leaving group is there. This is alpha. Okay. So this beta, but this beta hydrogen available, not acidic. So only the possibility is this is acidic. Why? Because hydrogen attached carbon attached to electron withdrawing group. So this is acidic hydrogen, acidic deuterium. So OH minus will abstract a proton at a beta carbon to give carbanion. Here OH minus will abstract a deuterium to give carbanion. First I will write here OH minus will abstract a proton at beta carbon to give, this is a poor leaving group, CH3, nitro, and then carbanion. Here the cleavage is CH bond cleavage is taking place, here CD bond cleavage is taking place. So here also we will get carbanion only, NO2. Why? Because OH minus will abstract deuterium, we will end up with carbanion, CH3 and O phenyl group. The next step, at high temperature, this is a slow step, at high temperature, removal of the expulsion of the poor leaving group to give nitro and methyl. 1 methyl, 2 nitro cyclohexene. Here also at a low temperature, at high temperature, expulsion of the leaving group to give 1 methyl, 2 nitro cyclohexene. No doubt the product obtained is same. Why? Because this is isomeric compounds. Now see, the rate constant for the reaction, for the first reaction is KH, since hydrogen. The rate constant for the second reaction is KD. From the experimental data, KH is approximately equal to KD, or KH by KD is approximately equal to 1. When KH by KD or KH by KT is approximately equal to 1, that is said to be there is no kinetic isotopic effect. Okay, there is no kinetic isotopic effect. But if you see, the energy required to break CD bond is definitely more when compared to the energy required to break CH bond. Here more energy is required, definitely rate of reaction should less. Okay, in this case rate should be more, that means KH should be more. Here rate is less, rate is directly proportional to rate constant, that means KD should be lesser value, but from experimental KH value is approximately equal to KD. The reason why means, even though the energy required to break CD bond is more, but this step is taking place at faster stage. Okay, this is a fast step. Okay, since the CH bond or CD bond or CT bond is cleaving in the fast step, so whether CH, CD, CT is not a matter, it is immediately it is breaking. Okay, the rate of reaction is not depending on this step. That's why in those reactions in which CH bond is cleavage at a faster step, those reactions will not have kinetic isotopic effect. That is the reason why these reactions, E1CB reactions, has no kinetic isotopic effect. The reason is CH cleavage is taking place at a fast stage or fast step. Okay, right. Clear? Next example. Example 8. CH3CO CH3. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4 hydroxy pentane 2-one. 4 hydroxy pentane 2-one reacts with alcoholic KOH. Alcoholic KOH at a high temperature. So look for the E1CB reaction. Poor leaving group is there, and so alpha 2 beta carbon, this is not acidic. Why? Because there is no electron withdrawing group. Beta hydrogen is 2 hydrogens are available, and this hydrogen is acidic. 2 hydrogens are acidic. The reason is hydrogen attached carbon attached to electron withdrawing group. That means it will undergo E1CB reaction at high temperature. So first OH minus will abstract a proton at beta carbon, either of the beta carbon, to give carbanion. This is a carbanion is obtained in the first step, CH minus, and then CH, OH, CH3. In the next step, that is the slow step, at high temperature, expulsion of the leaving group will take place. OH minus will be taking place, will be going out to give CO, CH, double bond CH, CH3. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Pent 3 in 2-ol. Pent 3 in 2-ol. That is the product obtained. Example of E1CB reaction. Next example. Double bond CH2 phenyl reacts with sodium methoxide at high temperature. Sodium methoxide at high temperature. Okay. So look for the E1CB possibility. If a poor leaving group is present, so that means there is a chance for the E1CB. So alpha carbon, beta carbon. So two beta hydrogens are there. Definitely it will undergo elimination, but this hydrogen should be acidic. So to become hydrogen, beta hydrogen is acidic, hydrogen attached carbon should be attached to electron withdrawing group. So vinyl group is electron withdrawing. So that means this hydrogen is acidic. That means it will undergo E1CB reaction. In the first step, methoxide will abstract a proton to give a carbanion. This is the carbanion that is obtained in the reaction. Equilibrium, this is a fast step. In the next step, expulsion of the leaving group at high temperature. So OPH minus will be, phenoxide will be going out to give 1,3-butadiene plus phenoxide ion. This is the product obtained in this reaction. Next example. Example number 10. Write the product obtained. This compound reacts with sodium methoxide. Sodium methoxide is a strong base at high temperature. So there are two possibilities, E2 and E1CB. Let's see first condition, poor leaving group is present. There is a chance to undergo E1CB reaction, alpha carbon. So these two are beta, but these hydrogens are not acidic. So other possibility is this beta carbon, this hydrogen is acidic. Why? Because hydrogen attached carbon attached to electron withdrawing group. Beta hydrogen is acidic and poor leaving group, that means it will undergo E1CB reaction, and the first step is reversible reaction. In the first step, sodium methoxide abstract a proton at beta carbon to give carbanion. This is the carbanion that is obtained in this reaction. Later, expulsion of the leaving group will take place. So expulsion of the leaving group will take place. This is a slow step at high temperature, RDS, rate determining step at high temperature. So the product obtained is, this is the product that is obtained in E1CB reaction. This is an example of E1CB. Why? Because poor leaving group and acidic beta hydrogen. So next example. Example number 11. Write the product obtained. Write the product obtained when this compound reacts with hydrogen CH2 sulfate phenyl sulfate when reacts with sodium methoxide at high temperature. Reacts with sodium methoxide at a high temperature. Look for the E1CB. So OSO2 group, sulfate group is a poor leaving group. Poor leaving group, alpha carbon, beta carbon, one hydrogen is available, and this hydrogen is acidic. Why? Because hydrogen attached carbon attached to phenyl group. That means it will undergo E1CB. That means first step is a fast step and a reversible step. So methoxide is a base that will abstract a proton at beta carbon to give carbanion. So the carbanion that is obtained in this reaction is, this is the carbanion that is obtained by phenyl carbanion CH2, then sulfate OSO2 phenyl sulfate. Okay, and then in the next step, this is a slow step, expulsion of the leaving group will take place at high temperature, expulsion of the leaving group. So finally we will get a compound. This is the product obtained in this E1CB reaction. Okay, clear? Next example. Write the product obtained. Write the product obtained when this compound reacts with sodium methoxide. Sodium methoxide, NaOMe, at high temperature. Look for the E1CB or E2 reaction. Poor leaving group is there, alpha. Okay, poor leaving group, there is a chance to undergo E1CB. With respect to the alpha, beta hydrogen is available, that is at C double bond C, sp2 hybridized hydrogen. Definitely this hydrogen is acidic, there is no doubt. This is hydrogen, beta hydrogen, very important example. And this hydrogen is also acidic. Why? Because hydrogen attached carbon attached to vinyl group, this is also acidic. In both the case, acidic hydrogens are available. There is a possibility to abstract here also, because this is also acidic. Acidic hydrogen is required, but a base is sodium methoxide. So it will definitely undergo E1CB reaction. First step is fast step, acid base reaction, but sodium methoxide is not a strong base to abstract a proton at C double bond C. To abstract a proton at C double bond C, we need sodamide. Okay, sodamide or LDE. So since sodium methoxide is a base we used here, it is not possible to abstract a proton, so it will abstract this proton to give a carbanion. So the carbanion that is obtained here is a very important example. We will get this one. Okay, this is the carbanion that is obtained. In the second step, expulsion of the leaving group. This is a slow step. So at a high temperature. So finally the product obtained is this one. So double bond is here, double bond and double bond. Otherwise we will get a allene, double bond. Okay, allene type of the compound. Since the sodium methoxide we have used, we will get the double bond here. So next example and last example, formation of a benzene. Formation of a benzene is an example of E1CB reaction. Formation of a benzene is an example of E1CB reaction. How? See the example. When benzene, this is benzene, okay, fluorobenzene. When fluorobenzene reacts with, okay, no problem. So we will write like this to understand better. So I will take double bond here, here. Fluorobenzene reacts with sodamide. It's a strong base. Okay, strong base abstract a proton even at C double bond C hydrogen also. Poor leaving group is there. Beta carbon hydrogen is available, and that is acidic. Okay, this is acidic. Okay, even it will abstract here or here. So I am abstracting a proton here. This is acidic hydrogen. Why? Because hydrogen at sp2 hybridized carbon and it is supported with vinyl group. This is acidic. The first step, sodamide abstract a proton at beta carbon to give a carbanion. This is the carbanion that is obtained in the first step. This is a fast step, reversible reaction, fast step, example of acid base reaction and example of E1CB reaction. In the second step, expulsion of the leaving group, and it is a slow step at high temperature. So the product obtained is benzene. This is benzene. From benzene to we are preparing benzene, example of E1CB. Preparation of benzene from benzene is an example of E1CB. So these are some important applications of E1CB. In the next class, we will discuss some more applications and we will discuss the difference between E2 and E1CB competition reaction, and we will finally distinguish between E1, E2, E1CB by a table. So this is about today's class. Follow the class, read well, all the very best. Thank you.